everybody. Welcome to a summer 2014 S.W.A.T review. My name is Kate, otherwise known as Narataki.
And I'm Alan, otherwise known as Hisui.
We are from ReverseThieves.com. You can go there to get other S.W.A.T reviews, as well as our monthly Speakeasy podcast, and 3+ blog posts every week. This time, we're looking at Rail Wars from Studio Passione, and it is streaming on Crunchyroll. And it's about this academy where you go to then get on-the-job training for the Japanese National Railway System.
It's not about rebels who are trying to escape with secret documents for the new mobile weapons platform, and then they get caught by a, evil rail conductor who is part of
that. Sounds better than this show. Luckily, at least they put to bed in the first episode the whole, school part of it. Because then, by the end of the episode, they are doing on-the-job training. And so there's no more of the school formula of it. But they're still, young high school age, learning to be part of the security force. I don't have anything else to say about the show right now. Go ahead, Al.
So, I think that the show is not horribly offensive, but it's really...
No. Yeah.
But it is just so, bleh.
I mean, the trains were cool. That was the thing I was looking forward to about the show. Trains! It's focused on trains, and there's a lot of cool trains in the show. And even one that they had to shovel coal into in their last,
exam, in which for some reason, which is a phrase that likes to come up a lot in that series, for some reason, the four main characters were on the same team again, and they were the only one to figure out how to get their train up to 100 miles per hour.
The thing is, I thought it was so funny to hear them say "for some reason" constantly, because, you don't have to explain it to us as the viewer. I get that there's a story reason that you want these four people to constantly be running into each other. You don't need to come up with a reason, including a terrible not reason at all, which is for some reason. You don't need to say that.
Don't draw attention.
Thank you, light novel.
Don't draw attention to your coincidences.
Exactly. It's nobody was questioning it. I question more the cup size of all the women in the series more than I question why these characters keep popping up.
As my roommate noted, this is the same character designer as Stigmata of Quasar, so I don't think that guy's hand is capable of drawing anything but huge floppy-titted women.
Well, he did that. I don't feel like you get all that much from the episode, just because they're kind of quickly trying to get to their main story, so they are running through it very quickly. And I think that the actual series is going to be more of them on the railways, but you have the two main guys. One is sort of dumb but good-natured, and then the main guy is just what could I say about that guy's personality? I guess I could say that he doesn't have one. And then,
but Kate, he has a love for trains, and when
he says,
yeah, that's it.
And he sort of loves trains. He doesn't come off as that passionate about trains. If he came off as a train otaku or something, at least that would be something about him, but there's not really anything to say about him. And the two girls...
There's one who is Mikuru. That is basically her sole existence, and she has a good memory.
Yeah, she's smart, at least. And then there's the other girl who's very gung-ho. She's the one that really wants to be part of the security part, because she wants to take down criminals and stuff like that.
And she also kind of reminds me of Oda from Pat Labor, who's almost a gun fetishist.
She's really, they give her live weaponry. I don't know if that's a good plan.
She is the person when they're quizzing, what should we do if a train molester, when you ask for their identification, runs off without giving you any identification? She's shoot him dead.
I did that the teacher was I wish we could do that.
It is the right answer in my heart, but you have to give the right answer in the current laws.
And for some reason that made the main character and her smile at each other. I don't know what that was. Clearly, the Mikuru-esque girl has some sort of past with the main guy that he doesn't remember, because there's this scene where she's you saved me again, and he's what are you talking about? And it's okay, got it.
Clearly, you forgot your biggest fault with the episode. how just someone randomly left their dog
what is that?
randomly left their dog on the train, and B, left him in the ceiling of the train, as one is wont to do.
Unfortunately, it's not a mystery series, because that was very mysterious. Yeah, excuse me. Nobody who's putting their dog in a carrier is going to leave them on the train unless they're, like, dead or something. Something horrible happened to them. So maybe you should have investigated that. Then they also catch a purse snatcher with, like, going way more out of their way than I think they needed to. And again, because the show wasn't engaging me, of course, I start trying to, like, nitpick all of the logic about it, when, of course, it doesn't necessarily have to have logic. But because I wasn't into it, I was just like, why wouldn't you just, like, purse snatchers got on a train and they go through all this hullabaloo to get a train that's faster than the train that they got on to go catch them. And I was like, why don't you just call the station that train is stopping at?
Give a description. They were in this car. The security is sorry to just, bother you, but we're going to have to detain you for questioning. The end. But they had to have the scene where the grumpy old guy who just wants to move to the main office is like, "You loose cannons! What are you doing? You are gonna be kicked off the force! Give me your badge and gun, trainees!"
Yeah, I can't believe they have guns. Well, they didn't have guns there, but it looks like from the next episode preview that they are given live weaponry as trainees. I question this a lot. Anyway, there's no reason to watch any more of the show. There's not even a reason to watch, like, 5 minutes of it. The trains were cool. Oh, and there was a cool penguin mascot thing. Trains were yes. Everything else about this was no.
It's not even like that Bakumatsu rock that's just like enjoyably like, oh, you should at least watch the first episode to see how hilariously crazy it is. It's just boring. It's just blah. Alright, see you guys next time.